Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Deni. If you're brand new, thank you for stopping in. If you're an oldie but goodie, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a look using the Storybook Cosmetics. This is the Fairy Tale Book of Robin Hood. So this right here is that palette. If you're not familiar with this brand, they do book theme palettes, and when you open this up, it does have a mirror on one side. I will pull that all the way back so that it doesn't blind you. And this is what the actual palette looks like. It's just a small 6-pan palette, and the names in here just go with the theme. We have Maid Marian, we have Quiver, we have Nottingham, we have Forest, Merry Men, and Robin Hood. So today I'm gonna try to achieve a look using each and every color inside of this palette, and yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. And if you're interested in seeing that look come together, keep on watching. So I ended up putting on some P. Louise primer, and I'm using the white primer because I can't find my flesh tone one, but it doesn't really need building up. I don't think that this palette needs building up. Usually I use like a white base when I want to make the colors pop, but in this case I just couldn't find my normal flesh tone one. So today we're just going to use this one. I'm going to start off by using the color Nottingham, and that one I'm going to just go ahead and press into like the top portion of the lid. Just try to like mask that whiteness that I have up there. And I'm just going to do like little hyper motions up here, just like to cover that up. Right, so now that that is applied, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my next shade, which is gonna be Merry Men, which is the green shade. These have a lot of pigment, so, and I'm just gonna put this into the crease, the complete crease. So I'm gonna go from end to end. And then after I pat that in, this is a kind of a big brush, so it's kind of messy. I'm going to go ahead and blend that out. This color right here is great for Christmas looks and for any like festive type of looks where you're looking for like a true like winter green or emerald green. For reference, if you were wondering what brushes I'm using some Luxie brushes. This is the 205 tapered blending brush, and that's what I use for Nottingham and for Merry Men. And now I'm going to switch over to my Luxie 237 blending brush, which is a little bit thinner, and I'm going to go in with the color Quiver, which is a yellow, and I'm going to lightly just buff that up into that green on the top of it. And here's where I'm going to do a lot more blending, and I want to be a little bit more even. I want this to really like blend out and kind of diffuse all of those harsh lines. So I might go in a couple of times and just like try to blend as much as possible. All right, so I feel that the yellow is nice and blended, but I think I need to go ahead and blend the green a little bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and clean off this same brush, and I'm going to try to blend with this one, with the Merry Men. I'm just gonna tap ever so lightly into that, and then try to just like diffuse this line that I have right here. Okay, so now those two are on, and I'm gonna move into my lid shade. My mobile lid, I want to put the color Robin Hood, and this is a shimmer shade, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and apply it using my finger. And I do know that it's a bit darker, but I like that. I like when colors look like they're like a gradient effect. And this is going on really nicely using my finger. And as you can see, I didn't put it all the way in inner corner or the outer corner, and that's because I'm going to be using a few of the other shades on those areas. And now I'm going to go in using the color Forest to do my outer corner. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp that right in here. I like these smoky colors for the outer V, just to like give that some like depth in the little outer area. And then I'll go ahead and just like try to blend these two guys together. I like the way that looks. And also that brush that I use for that darker shade is the 207 medium angled shading brush. Now I'm going to go ahead and build some of the colors that I want on the bottom lower lash line. And for that, I think I'm going to start with Merry Men. And I'm taking this 209 large shader brush, which I think is going to be too big, but I'm going to try to use it anyway. And I'm just going to go ahead and hit that lower lash line. And because I don't have any foundation on right now, it's fine. I'm not too concerned with a messy look. I can always clean it up and then put on my foundation. Then I'm going to go ahead and clean off that same brush, and then I'm going to take the color Quiver again, and I'm going to put that right over it. Ooh, that's a little bit too much. That's okay. And blend those two colors together. It'll give me a similar look to what I have on the top. And now I'm going to go ahead and clean up the bottom and the outer edges so that it can look nice and uniform. So as you see, I just went ahead and sharpened that line. And sometimes I like to go ahead and make it like angled up so that it just pulls up my eye and makes it look more awake. And then there's one last color that is inside of this palette, which is Maid Marian, and I'm gonna go ahead with this smaller brush. This is one from Jeffree Star. It's a JS13, and I'm going to pat that right into my inner corner just to make that all pop and come together. And those were all of the colors in this palette. So I've already achieved using every single color. I'm gonna go ahead and complete my look, and then we can talk about the palette. Okay, so this is my completed look. The eyeshadow looks amazing. One thing that I will say about the Storybook Cosmetics palettes are that they have a lot of pigmentation. All of them look really beautiful on the eyes. I just love the way this look came out. I like the whole darkness of that green on the lid going into that yellow, and I was able to achieve a really pretty look using all of these colors. I might do a inverted one using like the greens on the opposite ends, and where I put the yellows, put them to do like a secondary look at some point. But I really like this palette and I recommend it. I recommend all of their palettes because to date they have all been really, really nice. Also, if you were interested in knowing everything that I have on my face, I will put that all down in the description box for you guys. And if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you enjoyed my presence, give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, become a member of my Gonz fam, and as always, from my house to yours. Love ya.